Hello, my lovies. Welcome to another episode of Babayaga Spellcaster. And I come on here to express and share with you a thing or two about embarrassment. He, you and we have a fair share of embarrassing moments. And for the longest time, I thought that having embarrassing moments, very embarrassing. I thought that embarrassing moments were really bad. Like, I don't want to show myself anymore. I can't show my face anymore. The world hates me. The world only remembers what a failure I am. And I'm just making a fool out of myself. I look stupid. I look ridiculous. Yada, 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 yada. And I wanted to, you know, take this opportunity to embrace embarrassment and to remind myself that at some point having these types of experience would mold us to becoming the person that we are right now, or to actively intentionally utilize it and become the person that we envision ourselves to be. um I was, in a way, I used to be a little bit of a goofy person. I don't really take myself too seriously. Um, I love having a good laugh. I laugh even at tiny nothings. And I try to put myself out there. I remember when I was younger, I love performing. I love the stage. I love singing. I love dancing. I love acting on stage. I love waving to people. I love talking. But at one point, I stopped because I started to feel all of these embarrassment, all of the fears and doubts and inhibitions telling myself that I'm not worthy to be in the spotlight. Well, in fact, it has been a natural gift for me to be in that spotlight. And then the judgment came in, and that ruined almost everything. Now, the judgment with how I was performing and showing myself out there was that, oh my gosh, you're just craving attention. So OA. Now, oh my gosh, you're not really that good of a singer or good of a dancer, but then you're out there. Oh, really? Or when I forget my lines, when I forget my choreography and people would laugh, I'd feel so embarrassed and I would no longer do it anymore. But then I got so blessed to be able to reach a moment where I could sit down and revisit it and have this understanding with myself. Why was I drawn to being in front of people, by the way? What was in it really for me? And here's one beautiful thing that I was able to find out, which I believe would be somehow similar or can resonate with you. It would be so exciting. Oh, here's what I see when I am in front of people and just being who I am in front of them. So, when I sing, when I dance, when I perform, when I'm in front of people, it's not that I want them to like how I perform. It's not that I want them to clap their hands for me. It's that I see myself transforming into this radiant, bright energy and give it to people. So when the people, should they choose to, receive it as a gift for them because it's helpful for them because it triggers joy and gratitude and a reminder of who they are. That's the thing that I live for. Like when I say something and people come to me and say, you know what you said, it made sense, it helped me, it made me realize something. I live for that because it's like, oh, the energy exchange is beautiful. I could see how you are reminded of yourself, or something is triggered within you that made you um, remember who you are. And then you bring it home. You do whatever it is that you needed to do with that. And that's why I love doing what I am doing. But of course, I will always have to go through, different mm, stages or different instances of being doubtful, being embarrassed. What if I'm saying the wrong things? At one point, I will be saying the wrong things because people have different perceptions. And I lost friends because of that already. Goodbye. But I, 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 I wish them all well. I wish for them to be able to attract the different elements that would be beneficial for them. If I am not the energy that's beneficial for them anymore, please, by all means, let it go. Let me go. Say bye. Babush. Because I wouldn't want you to get sick and still try to push yourself with me because, I'm not helping you anymore. We're not helping each other. And it's still a struggle for me until now to hold on to my truth, to be as authentic as much as possible while trying to actively rewire and reprogram myself that, you know, I'm not I'm not just going to stop because I said something wrong, because I did something wrong, and that I'm embarrassing myself and making a fool out of self. I don't want to be stopped by that anymore. And my hope for you is that you wouldn't have to, stop and hide yourself because you felt embarrassed too. Because perhaps the life that we really want to live is in the other side of embarrassment, the other side of fear, the other side of doubt, stuff like that. It's very common, but it's also not common when it comes to actually doing it, really taking the action for it. So here's to other embarrassment in life. But here's also to more courage and more faith and more me-ness, you-ness, us-ness, um, as we continue to live life in this beautiful realm. So go ahead and experience embarrassment, but always come back more confident. Thank you so much. Hamsal.